What do Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, and Benny Johnson have in common?
Russia.
Yup, and I wasn't even gonna tell you. And when you say Russia, that's like not super specific.
What do you mean?
So it turns out those right-wing media personalities who were spewing insane pro-Russia misinformation were paid by Russia.
I'll give Tim Pool credit for going on this podcast. I mean, he knew he'd get trolled and clowned on, and that Matan would bring up the Russia stuff and ask him to take his beanie off, which Tim actually handled pretty well, surprisingly. When I saw he did this show, I thought he'd get triggered by Matan, like he always does when Russia gets brought up, or Israel, because he also took a private meeting with Netanyahu, so people are calling him a sellout for that. But when Matan brought this stuff up, he was actually a pretty good sport about it. I mean, of course, he still denies all the Russia stuff, but at least he'll talk about it and not get triggered over it.
The one about Tim Pool, that guy, I don't know, he's like an online creator, was paid to promote Russian propaganda.
This is just fake.
You were not paid?
I was paid a lot of money by a lot of people.
I heard that there was that guy, he was paid $100,000 per episode to do it. Is that not true?
It's not true.
So why did people come up and go with that story then?
Political reasons. There's, you know, the show that we do is fairly anti-establishment. It's
You could say it's pro-establishment if you think about it.
Today it is, you 100%.
No, I'm saying pro-Russian establishment.
No,
No, the majority of the time he would just pretty much undermine Ukraine's efforts and pretty much propagate Russia's efforts.
called Vladimir Putin a scumbag. I said
really?
he shouldn't invade Ukraine. He was wrong to do it. He lost. The West was winning.
You said that Ukraine is the enemy of the people.
I did. The enemy of the United States. This is psychotic. Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will stress this again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine.
What do Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, and Benny Johnson have in common?
Russia.
Yup, and I wasn't even gonna tell you. And when you say Russia, that's like not super specific.
It's
What do you mean?
It's Russian money. That's what they all have in common, right?
So it turns out those right-wing media personalities who were spewing insane pro-Russia misinformation were paid by Russia. The Justice Department indicted 2 people working for the TV network Russia Today for illegally funneling $10 million to right-wing YouTubers to push narratives favorable to the Kremlin. The indictment goes after Tenet Media and its roster of influencers, including Dave Rubin, Tim Pool, and Benny Johnson.
They got exposed. Tim is like, I didn't know, man. I didn't know that money was coming from there. I didn't know who was paying me. Come on, brother.
Like if I said, what does Matan Even, Tim Pool, and Mike have in common, you wouldn't say Russia. So can you give a little detail on that?
What do Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, and Tim Pool have in common?
Related to Russia.
They're whinging online grifters.
Correct.
And they complain for money.
That doesn't have to do with Russia yet, but I could see where
You know, all these other people that have done the propaganda and they've gotten caught by taking that Russian money, like they're not the same anymore. I don't feel like they are.
Now, I know it would be easy to drag Dave Rubin, Tim Pool, and Benny Johnson for, at best, being useful idiots. Kremlin puppets. People with zero ethics whose ethical compass is either broken or non-existent. Shills willing to shill for Russian interests. Sellouts for a few rubles. Gormless morons who saw conspiracies everywhere but in the mirror. Complete imbeciles who either didn't check where their money was coming from or didn't care. The dumbest Russian assets in a race to the bottom of the Bochka.
There's a whole different sort of vibe right now, right? And I think the most loyal right now are the ones that are still, I think they still probably believe in the message, but are these other people that when they see the money dry up, it's done, they don't care for it anymore. They're done talking.
you're going.
Grifting.
How many rubles do you have?
I don't have any rubles.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
So they paid you in cash?
Who paid me in cash?
You know who?
I actually don't get paid from anybody. I wasn't really thinking about
Is
it.
that why Ben Shapiro didn't like the movie, maybe?
It's possible, yeah.
He might have a little bit of bias.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, for obvious reasons, he loves Israel.
Why? What are the obvious reasons?
He's Jewish.
He's the devil?
He's Jewish.
We're saying the same thing here. You're just... it's semantical at this point.
So Matan might cost him some Israeli money now, too. So Tim, he might have to start revealing that bald head of his more often in order to pay the bills. You know, because it's been rough over...
I love how, like, 2 days into try, he's got the new updated version of the George with the toupee. I used to watch Seinfeld when I was younger, man. I think I watched the whole thing. I think I watched all the episodes, man.
The past few years for him, like losing the Russia funding, and now he also keeps complaining about how much he hates his job and how he doesn't get paid enough and how people don't appreciate him enough. The guy just seems miserable. Like, fighting the culture war, it's really draining. I think we need to be more thankful for those that serve in the battle against the woke mind virus. You know, Tim's making a lot of sacrifices for us, so make sure you thank him.
I get all the flack for it. It's not a fun job.
It's the best job in the world.
I mean, I could just host my morning show where it's just me, and it makes $1 million a year, and not have to worry about anybody coming in. I have to worry about employees dumping bacon grease down my drains and clogging.
He's like, oh man, I'm gonna lose so much money, man, if I don't do any more shows. It's like, dude, look at you. You're tired already of doing all your grifting, like your quote unquote grifting, right? You're just getting tired of it. That's why you're like, you know what? I'm gonna cut down on some hours. You know, just do a one show in the morning. Stop my earlier shows in the weekend or the weekdays. You're sick of your own bullshit. What it sounds like to me.
Up our septic system. I don't have to worry about getting swatted 15 times and getting death threats all the time, and then having people accusing me of trying to rip them off to make money because people come on the show and like don't respect the space or whatever. Like, man, it is stressful. I was just talking about how people come in here and they just vape, despite it's wild, dude. It's
Hey, here's the thing, Tim. You should tell people that. You should be the alpha, as you say you are, right? And be like, hey, there's no smoking in my studio, dude. Come on, please. Like, for right now, can you not do it? You know, like I myself, I wouldn't care if they vape, right? But if they were to do something that I wouldn't want them to do, I'd be like, hey, you can't do that here. Have some authority, Timmy, and tell people, hey, don't do that. You know, don't do that right now. Can we just not do that for a bit? You know, maybe later on you could get a smoke break or a vape break after. You know, we could carry on, and that's it. But Timmy ain't he's a little beta boy, a little soy boy. That's the thing with Tim. He ain't gonna tell nobody.
It's absolutely fucking wild.